It was 6 months ago this week that wildfires swept through communities around Los Angeles.
The inland city of Altadena on the north side of LA was hit particularly hard. 18 people were killed. 7,000 homes and businesses were destroyed, and people there are now starting to rebuild, but they're running into a new problem. Immigration
operations by the federal government are halting the progress. Lolita Lopez reports.
It's the entrance in my new life, you know.
We walk with Margot Stuber and her architect, Trinidad Campbell, through what will be her new entryway in her future home.
Each cement brick is a new step.
Right,
Yes.
no, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
What she once only imagined when she lost her home in the Eaton fire is now becoming a reality.
This is the first important step for me to have a house again.
She is seen by many as a beacon of hope, immediately stepping into rebuilding her home on Palm Street. She was the first homeowner in Altadena to have her property cleared of fire ash and debris by the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers.
In the back here to the side.
Weeks later, this duo unveiled plans for what would come next.
That's the cement that's being poured.
And then Margot became the first to put shovels in the ground in April. That construction, they say, stalled in recent weeks.
The icy all over the place has affected the work.
They tell us who shows up on the job has varied following immigration operations.
We have to be careful. Yeah, we had less people, more people.
I've heard that they came up and stopped by some sites where they were doing rebuilding.
LA County Supervisor Catherine Barger says she is learning of similar incidents, which she says is unfortunate, adding she feels encouraged by recent remarks from the president to make immigration considerations for certain industries like hospitality and agriculture.
So maybe Congress needs to begin to do their job and sponsor legislation that actually legitimizes and allows people to work here and actually stimulate our economy, which this is going to do. Rebuilding here is going to be an economic plus for many looking for jobs.
Margot and Trinidad are both former immigrants.
I think there needs to be a legal path for people who have been in this country, who work hard, pay their taxes, and who have no criminal record.
They say this country is built from generations of immigrants who, like today, are helping rebuild this community. When I come to you in a few months, what will we see?
Well, by Thanksgiving, she'll have to cook a turkey in her new kitchen.
That was Lolita Lopez reporting. The New York Times is reporting that forecasters are warning that the upcoming wildfire season in California could be brutal. Snowpack that typically keeps the landscape damp melted early, and there's a lot of grass this year, which creates fuel for fires as it dries out.